here, but welcome to another broadcast for the North American E-Racing League. Tonight we go north of the border for some left and right turns. We're at Canadian Tire. So it's been a road course-filled week for the NARL with the trucks heading up to Canada. You guys in the Xfinity Series, Alan, were at Mid-Ohio, I believe, right?
Yes, sir.
And then the Cup cars come back up north of the border to round out a road course-filled 3 days. So I'm K Keenis 22 as always on Thursdays with LD Allen in the booth as well. How are you, Alan?
Doing well. Excited for some road course racing. I don't think I broadcasted a road course earlier this season, but I don't think you have. So this is gonna be a good time.
I have not. So this will be something different for me so far this season.
Yeah.
As somebody who's broadcasted, what did you look for in the last road course race that we watched for the Cup guys?
Just anybody battling anywhere.
Fair.
It gets spread out really quickly. So.
And that's,
yeah.
I mean, that's kind of the thing with these road courses. You know, there's generally, without any doubt, you know who the fastest guy is on that day. So
yeah,
I believe. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's always 2 or 3 that kind of stand out. Our race last night, we had like probably 5 or 6 guys that could have won if they were in the right position at the end of the race. That was kind of surprising. But yeah, I heard Max is in the race, so that's a pretty solid pick if you're betting out there.
Our resident pro leaguer, Max Boost, is in the race, and I don't believe he's lost at a road course yet this season that he's been entered in.
That is correct.
So we will see if that streak can continue, or will we see a little bit of an upset with possibly somebody else winning? I don't want to call it an upset because all these guys have talent, but Max is just he's on a different planet when it comes to these road courses. So with that, who is your pick?
Well, it has to be Max. But that's boring. Well, I mean, that is my pick, but we'll throw some other people in there.
All right, who's your pick 1A, I guess. We'll go with that.
Yeah.
Or 1B, I'm sorry. 1B.
I don't know. OG is not a fan of road courses. But he's actually racing tonight. I don't know what his schedule is, but whatever.
Coincidentally, he actually won the qualifying race. He didn't get. I don't know if he got the pole yet, but he finished first in the qualifying race.
Yeah, he doesn't like road courses that much, but he was laying down some really fast laps, really competitive. Draven also had some fast laps. Sharp was up there too. I don't know. I think I'm gonna go with Gator here.
Ooh. We did broadcast his win at Talladega last week, so maybe he's looking to prove some people wrong by showing he can win on a more technical track as opposed to a draft-heavy plate track. So
yeah, I would like to elaborate on that if you don't mind.
Absolutely.
I feel like he's always any track we go to, he's always in the right position at the right time. He's always clean. And very smooth. This track is so important to be smooth. I mean, it's so easy to spin the tires off any of the corners, honestly.
Absolutely, and I noticed that in the truck race on Tuesday. This is a track where it's counterintuitive, like some of the ovals we go to, where you actually kind of want to ease through the corner and roll, and effectively go slower to pick up your lap times. But I'll let you continue with that.
So I feel like I mean, there's other people that are good. Killam probably wouldn't be a bad pick either, but I feel like Gator is always so smooth, consistent. I feel like this track suits his style, so I'm gonna pick Gator behind Max, obviously, to make that clear.
Looking at, so I have Killam's stream up. Your pick 1B got the pole.
Yes, sir.
Killam qualified second, and OG, your teammate, who's not a fan of road courses, qualified third.
Yeah, he said he hates this track, but he was laying down some fast laps, so I don't know.
This is a very, very fun road course.
For sure.
It's not overly complicated, but you still have to drive the track correctly in order to be fast. So we'll see. I believe it's, my goodness, I had a number of laps. I think it's only like 40 laps or something like that.
That sounds right. I'm not positive.
Double checking some notes.
Gator with the pole ran a 1:16 flat. I know some of the fastest laps were well over a half a second faster than that. So I don't know kind of what happened there, but
It could have been the ones on the leaderboards that we saw. It could have been a setup that these guys had dialed in or something like
yeah,
that for
I
like a
guess that's
launch.
true. Yeah, yeah. So
But yes, it is 40 laps. The first stage, I believe, was 12. Let me double check again. I'm sorry. Yes, first stage is 12 laps. Second stage is 9 laps, and a fuel run is 9 laps.
okay, that's what
So
I thought. So they'll have to put the first stage, and they probably won't pick the second stage. I
you
would
do not
assume.
need to pit the second stage. I was helping one of my teammates out with a little mock race for the stages and stuff.
Gotcha.
Eh, do you think somebody will try and save the first stage?
That's 3 laps. That's really hard. You could probably save 1 lap, but three. I feel like you'd be. I feel like the time you would the time you would lose saving would be greater than like a pit stop time. I don't know if that's true or not, but I don't know. I just feel like I don't like saving. I like going aggressive. So
That's fair.
yeah, I don't see that second stage.
Second stage is gonna. I think second stage is gonna be all out. You have
Yeah,
9 laps of fuel.
actually,
The tires last that long, so you're good to go.
we might see people just screw the stage cautions, pit on like lap 9 of the first stage, and then stay out, and then pit on lap like
Mm,
6 or 7 of the second stage, and then stay out again. I don't know if they can make it on fuel, just one stop if they do that. Actually, I don't think they can. Just kind of working it out in my head. That'd be real close. Um,
I know. I know there was some disagreement on if that is a valid strategy or not.
well, I mean, this is pitting like 3 laps before the stage ends, so I don't think anybody would have a problem with that. Uh,
I guess that yeah, that's not as bad as within the last two or the last lap, but
yeah,
I I don't think I would personally do that
yeah. I
because
don't think that's feasible. I think you'd have to make 2 stops in the last stage, and that's just not worth it. So
right. I
yeah,
honestly I think the fast cars are going to be up front and they're going to
yeah,
and I think that's in my opinion I think like pit during the stage breaks like don't do that stuff like just again my opinion like don't do
yeah,
that stuff but it's it's respecting where your car belongs in the running order I guess. Granted like somebody could get screwed in like the first stage. I wouldn't advise doing it to make up that position because if you're fast like some of these guys might just run off but anyway I don't think we'll see any of that tonight but I will say on Tuesday when we were at Canadian Tire in the trucks
yeah.
saving fuel was the strategy. So that
Really?
was yes.
Not
I won the first 2 stages by just not pitting. And I
interesting.
saved 2+ laps of fuel I think about is what it was.
Dang. Okay, so somebody might try it in the first stage then. I didn't think you could say that many laps, but
It's yeah, it's interesting cuz you really have to be conscious of what gear you're in and
yeah,
and stuff like that. So you can short shift and like when I was in the truck, I was aiming for not going over 7,000 RPMs ever,
yeah,
except down that long backstretch. So
yeah,
it really does save a lot of fuel. But then there was a certain point where it's like, okay, I feel like I'm close enough or far enough ahead to where in a spot that I would normally downshift into third, it was like, well, I'll just leave it in fourth and just roll through
yeah,
the
yeah.
corner and just go like that. So somebody might get a somebody might get a little crazy in stage one and try and save. I'll just say that.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know you could save that much. So if you save 2 laps in the trucks, that's definitely feasible to save three then. If you start at the beginning of the stage, for sure.
Right.
So you might
And
see somebody at the back do that.
it's very possible. And
Yeah,
personally for myself as well, um, I know when I was doing that, especially in the trucks, it wasn't as big of a deal, but in the cup cars, they have so much power relative to the
yeah,
trucks
yeah, yeah.
that it looks like we're waiting for Max, but I think they're about to start.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're rolling
they're
right
starting
now.
the countdown here. So Max might not make it. Interesting.
Uh,
Interesting development here.
ooh,
Um, but in the Cup cars, if you really have to be careful where you downshift into second gear, because you can easily get sideways, like you were saying. You got to be careful, very ginger with the throttle. We can join.
Yes.
Let's hop in there. Some road course racing in our eyes here.
All right, I was blue screen there, so they didn't hear any of that, but whatever.
Let's get some road course racing going here. Let's see.
Yes, sir.